Today I'm doing this warm coppery smoky eye for hooded eyes, and I'm taking my Neutrogena Shine Control primer, putting that all over my face and just blending it out with my fingers. Taking my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in 110, putting that all over my face, and if you don't have brushes, using your fingers is a really good option. I prefer it even though I do have brushes because it makes my foundation look more flawless and natural. Now I am taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, putting that under my eyes, on my eyelids, down my nose, the middle of my forehead, and on a blemish on my jaw. Because the concealer is about the same shade as my skin tone, I'm going to use a little bit of my foundation just over the top, just a few dots to lighten it up and help highlight the area a bit. And if you don't have a brush to blend it out, you can just tap it with your fingers, just very lightly, and it will blend it out really nicely. I'm just using a brush because I had one right there, and it's faster. I'm sorry if you can hear my daughter snoring, she's sleeping in my lap. Now I'm using my e.l.f. translucent powder and just setting my concealer pretty much everywhere I put that concealer, just to keep the concealer from creasing and help the eyeshadows that I put over blend nicely. I'm using my concealer as a primer instead of using an actual eyeshadow primer. It works just as well for me. I'm using this True Match foundation powder, and I'm just putting it all over my face to set my foundation. And I'm using my Makeup Revolution contour palette just to contour my cheekbones, my nose, and the top of my forehead. If you use a powder before you use other powders over your foundation, it won't move your foundation and it'll blend more nicely. The reason I contour the top of my forehead is because I have a long forehead, and it helps to give the illusion that it's not quite so long. I'm using this Clinique Blush, and I am putting this on the apples of my cheeks up to my temples. They're like that, and I'm actually going to put it up on my temples as well as on the tip of my nose. Not too much, just enough to bring a little life into my face. If you're a beginner, you don't have to contour. It's not really necessary, I just like to. Now I'm taking my contour palette and this shimmer fan brush, and I am going to use this shade right here just to highlight my cheekbones. It gives a really nice shimmery look. It looks really glowy, and I like it like that. If you like matte foundation, that's fine. I'm putting that on my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and right above the arches of my eyebrows. Boom, look at that glue. Now I'm using this Maybelline gel eyeliner in my eyebrows, and it is weird that I use a gel eyeliner in my eyebrows. It's not normal, but I like to do it simply because the color matches really nicely, and if you blend it out really sheerly, it ends up looking very nice in my opinion. I'm taking this flat shader brush and a warm brown, and I'm putting that all over my eyelids up to the crease. Now, if you don't have hooded eyes like me, you won't have to blend it up as high as I do right here. The reason I have to is because whenever I open my eyes, you can't see most of my eyelid and most of my crease because of my hooded eyes. I blend it up higher so that you can see the color better, and it ends up working out really nicely for me. I'm taking this blending brush and this dark brown and putting it in my outer V and up above my crease, and just blending it in windshield wiper motions. The key to a smoky eye is just blending more and more and more until it finally looks nice and smoky. this dark brown shimmery shade and putting it on the outer half of my eyelid, and with the other side of that flat shader brush I am going to use this shimmery copper shade and put that on the inner half. And I'm just blending that into my crease with that same brush that I used in my outer V. Now I am putting this highlight shade under my eyebrows and blending those colors together just to make sure my eyebrows don't get lost. I'm taking these 3 shades in the palette just to define my lower lash line and putting on eyeliner in my waterline and on my top lash line. Don't pull on the skin too hard. I know it looks like I am, but I'm really pulling very gently. You don't want extra wrinkles that you don't need. Now I'm taking that darkest shade and I am just setting that eyeliner on the top lash line, and I'm taking this blending brush and this cool shade just to blend out the eyeliner on the bottom lash line. I'm taking my mascara and I'm putting that all over my eyelashes, and I do use this on my eyebrows as well just to set the hairs in place. I know that's odd, but I never said I was normal. If you have lighter hair and lighter eyebrows, you would never do this. Just find a different color that works for you. And I'm using this Marc Jacobs lipstick that I got whenever I became VIB Rouge, and I'm just putting that all over my lips, careful to make sure my lip line is right. Now this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you, see what I could do better. And later in the day, I did add, I put my hair up and I put a costume on, a goddess costume, because I was feeling very glowy and bronzy. And